Get ready. This is a true story.
Let's make it scary.
Hey, it's Margie with the Asking Spot, and welcome to the Thrift Flip Halloween Painting Challenge. It is from the wonderful Flippin' Bunch, which I like to think of myself now as an honorary member. If you've seen one of these videos, you kind of know the drill. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. This piece I picked up for a deliberate reason. It reminded me of my mom, and when I got my first place, she helped me decorate, and she did a lot of these chef things. So I was totally in love with that idea. And then that got me thinking about a bizarre story of what's been going on with my mom.
Now, after she's died.
Get ready. This is a true story. So, my mom died 15 years ago. She died from breast cancer that had metastasized to lung and bone cancer. And so we knew, it was coming, and we all took turns going to see her and visit her, but my oldest sister Laura, she made more time to go there, and she was asked by my mom, for two basic things. Is one, she wanted my dad to move from South Carolina to Florida so she could be around Laura and, everybody. Laura and her husband, they're the fun aunt and uncle, so everybody comes to visit them, and mom knew that would be good for dad, and mom was always up for fun, so much so that because she knew her ashes would be going with my dad to Florida, she wanted to do something for the church that they belonged to. So she asked my Laura to purchase one of those like memorial bricks that helps the church out, and then they engrave it with something, and hers just said her name, and she made us laugh. So I thought that was really sweet. Okay, so fast forward, my dad passed away earlier this year, and he was to be buried with my mom, military cemetery and everything like that. But here's the thing. Before he died, my brother, who was living in California, moved in with him. This was before he went into the nursing home for dementia, but we were kind of aware something was going on. Here's the funny thing. My brother was in a really bad motorcycle accident way long ago, but it left him
so sad
with brain damage, and it is mainly the impact is his short-term memory just isn't that great. I mean, if you talk to him about anything he learned in history, he was an avid reader and stuff like that. If it was before the accident, boom, 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 he's got everything, and he still loves to read. Weird. But anyway, so I digress a bit. But so after my dad moved into the nursing home, we were, aware that he was not going to be coming out. And we were like, Mike, this is your place now, so let's make it your own kind of thing. And then finally, my dad did pass away, and we were like, oh, hey, Mike, in one of the drawers, we put mom's ashes. It was a dark, like green-black box. It had gold on top with music notes because she loved music too, and we were like, hey Mike, we're gonna need that for the funeral. Well, my brother, having looked around the house for it and not finding it in any of the drawers, like where I remember I had placed it, he just decided that he threw her out. So now this led to a lot of anguish in the family.
You think?
Not for me so much, because I was kind of under the attitude of, she was already ashes. And I also knew that yelling at him wasn't going to change anything. And the likelihood that anybody was going to trust him with ashes again, it wasn't like it was going to make sure it didn't happen again either. So I just was kind of like, yeah, that's goofy. And all I thought to myself was, I bet mom's laughing. Understandably, not all of my siblings felt the same way I did. A couple of them were quite upset, and so was my husband for that matter. He really loved my mom, and just the idea that, this woman who didn't move to Florida before because she wasn't a fan of humidity might now be in a landfill was pretty upsetting. Well, anyway.
That's messed up.
This is not my way of making this long story short, because it's going to get longer. So we went ahead, though, and luckily, my sister in Ohio, one of the possessions she had was one of my mom's curlers. My mom liked to always wear curlers at night. And so we knew that it might have a strand of hair, or more than likely have some DNA on her.
Ew.
And it was such a representation of my mom.
What?
So we went ahead and put that and a photo of our parents together at their 50th anniversary, and we put that with my dad's ashes. Now, this meant that my sister here in Florida had to send a letter off to the military. I think my sister in Ohio even had to call military people, and of course, they're like, what? She was thrown out? They had never heard of anything like this happening before. Surprise. So we had to do some, getting death certificates. We had that. We had to do a lot of all of that. And, we did have on the death certificate that she was ashes, and the funeral home that did it, everything like that. So we submitted that. And then we had a beautiful ceremony for my dad. I think my sister in Ohio very much, she put that together. And it was just really lovely. And then, we got to go and see it. A few weeks later, we went to visit Dad, and there was the marker, and it was really sweet. It had Dad on one side, and then on the mom's side, it says in memory of, because she wasn't actually there. Well, that's right around the time my brother, the one with the short-term memory problems,
And you've mentioned that.
he decided to clean up some of the stuff that was in his closet on the floor. And what do you know? He found Mom. Yep, there was that green black box and with the music notes on it, and once again we were like, I bet Mom's laughing. So we had to go again to the veterans and the cemetery here and ask them, hey, we've got Mom, can we put her in with Dad now? And they're like, well, because the gravestone says in memory of instead of, like here lies or whatever. They had to run it up the, whatever bosses. And of course, they had never had anything like this happen. So they were going to take a little time to do that. So we get home, and then the military contacts my sister and is like, oh, hey, we're looking into this, but we're going to need a serial number that should be in with the ashes so that we can, know that that's her. I get it. But here's the thing. This green, black, music notes on top, heavy box that had my mom's ashes in it, it's kind of impermeable. And it took some doing. I mean, this thing was solidly shut up. And then here's the weird thing. She wasn't in there.
What?
Nothing was in it. It was completely empty. No ashes, no dirt, nothing. It was whoosh. So, yeah. So then we had to call the military up again. And by now, I'm sure they're sick of us. And we had to be like, oh, never mind. Leave it as it is. Yeah, we are contacting the South Carolina funeral home to say, hey, my mom's not in the box. But, it happened 15 years ago, so who knows? But long story short,
Ooh, too late.
every time I think about the whole ups and downs of this, all I can think of is my mom is laughing, and that laughter made me laugh. So, well done, Mom. You made us laugh. And now, here it is. Start to finish. Thanks once again to the Flippin' Bunch for doing this challenge. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy watching my fellow YouTubers who also participated in it. And thanks again for watching the Asking Spot. Would love a thumbs up and click subscribe. Thanks. So at first glance, kind of just looks like one of those regular, what was it? Late 90s, early 2000s chef photos. But upon closer look, it's a little creepier. That's my favorite.